Meteorites in the form of this asteroid belt.
There is still issues with this Dolby call it a matrix. It's not an upmixer, right? If it was brilliant, right? It is still flawed. The DTS, well, maybe the Denon's totally load of rubbish. I mean, I've been saying that from the start of when I brought this thing. So I've got Starship Troopers just playing 424 Matrix, but the problem is there isn't some sort of auto-azimuth. Auto-azimuth is a auto balance correction to balance the incorrected signal of a left total, right total signal. So if it had the forward plus phase signal center and it was kind of like over to the left too much, it would balance it automatically. Or too much over to the right or too much over the left, yeah, it balances out. Here it's just leaking out over to the left channel. It's just imbalanced. It's not the first time I've noticed content that's misbalanced. I mean, the video can't say. I mean, if I mute the center channel, it's all drifting all over there. Now, I could go through my Dolby Stereo cinema processor, where I've had to balance out the level, because even there I had to balance it out, because I can go into the menu. There isn't a balance control where you can go into the AV on these Denons, where you can just go in and correct the, because it's not like it's going to drift all the time. You correct it once and then, so that's the settings I'm using to sort of balance out the left and the right. I'm using, that's a ridiculous amount, plus or minus 4 dB, just to get it, balanced out. That's ridiculous. I'll put the center on. That's just a little bit too much. Now, the Yamaha DSR 70 Pro that I used to have, that had a very simple left total, right total balance control to adjust. You just trick is you mute your center, listen, to get any typical like common center dialogue or sound effect or whatever, and it's kind of like drifting over to the left or right, balance it out. There's another one I got, it's a Harman Kardon AVP1A, and that one's got an auto azimuth, or you can use manual. You can use automatic, and it does it pretty well. I remember using it many years ago, and manual. That's the Harman Kardon, and those are the Yamahas there. Getting close there. You got input calibrate. We got auto. What you do is you just press hold, I think, for a few seconds, and then it does it automatically. Or you can use manual control. That's pretty good. And then the one there is just mute the center and just adjust the. That's pretty good as well. Yeah, I'm really surprised. Something like that just doesn't have a. And I'm wondering how many other AVP, AVR. Gosh. I'm just wondering how many have kind of abandoned, because that control could have. This whole front panel, whoever designed this Denon needs to be fired, because it wasn't well thought designed. Everything's rushed. Throw a load of computerized cheap PC grade well into these blooming things now, and they all behave like a cheap grade personal computer. If I want to make a level correction for the signal coming into from the HDMI, I have no idea how to go about that, because there's simply ain't a control on there to adjust. It's totally useless. So I just have to resort over to going over here and then make the corrections up here, and then it will play fine. That's that. So these upmixer things are still a load of rubbish.